stitches in my face and my leg in traction in the air. Doesn't sound very promising, does it really? Anyway, whatever, I was. And then Sheila comes along, a young student nurse, red hair, a brilliant bedside manner, and a husky voice. And what more could be planning? Anyway, so it's it doesn't never seem obvious to me what attracted Sheila to me, I have to say. But, sorry, I know what's coming. And I've often wondered what attracted her to me, and I can only think that it was the attire we were requested to wear in an orthopaedic hospital. And I don't even know where that is. But I'll tell you. We were issued with skimpy green triangular bikinis that were laced with type of laces by the side, frequently covered nothing that they should have done. And so maybe I've just answered my own question. I don't know. Anyway, it certainly could not have been my face, because it's worse then than it is now. So there you go. Anyway, no matter. I have learnt over the years that Sheila is probably a better, caring, loving person that I could ever hope to be. Right. And together we produced 2 kids. Unfortunately, Jeff is not with us, as you know the reasons why, I believe, which is a good day for him, and we're both pleased that he's where he is. We'd like him to be here, but obviously he's not. So there we go. Anyway, we produced Jeffrey and Lisa. Lisa is here, as proof we have this one. And I'd like to thank them also for being the decent, honest people that they are. As you can see, we have a sit-down buffet, and I worked for a corporate company for most of my life, and I don't like table planners, so I'm sorry about that. But there's also another reason, and that is because it's a sit-down buffet, so you have to go and get your own food. And when you come back with your food, I would like you to sit at another table and meet somebody else. We're all friends and relations here, and it would be nice if you all mixed up together and met each other. Okay. There's wine and water here, but if you prefer beer, it's at the bar. You're going to have to pay for it. But it's there. Okay. Right. You also notice some gold boxes on the table, and inside there's a couple of puzzles that you might like to tackle. They're quite good. Well, I think they're quite good fun, but you might have other ideas about that. One of them, as you probably, if you open the box and seen already, is a Lego puzzle, and unfortunately the expert is not here, because he could have helped you out. I'm sure he would have done. In fact, he actually apologised to say that, I'm sorry, I can't be of help.
The last thing he said to me this morning, as they took him to theatre, was, "I'm really sorry, Mum, I won't be there to help with the Lego."
Anyway, fine.
Sheila, and also if anyone wants to say hello to Jeff, because I'm capturing this all on video for Jeff, who couldn't be here today.
Hi, Jeff.
We got one hello.
Are you feeling better soon, Jeff?
I have something for keeping close to my chest for tonight.
Yeah, I did much better. Yeah.
I thought I'd speak on the mic because my dad's going a bit deaf. But don't tell him I said so. Okay, so of course I was going to do this with my beloved brother. He's not here tonight, but I'm sure, actually he said to me that he'd way prefer a morphine trip than all of you, so, so he got his wish. Anyway, So I just wanted to say a few words, obviously from a child's perspective, about 50 years of marriage, which is basically, it's all about us. At least 49 years of it. So we claim almost all of it. So Jeff and I did pretty well out of this marriage. We got life, holidays in France, beatings at Canasta, meat and 2 veg, the Bee Gees and Glenn Campbell, blackberry picking, and light opera. Oh, and I mustn't forget lots of arguments about Maggie Thatcher. Thanks, Dad. We got to share our parents' deep sense of curiosity and adventure and fun, their frugality and their insistence on high standards, their pragmatism and honesty, and their love of sharing good times with good friends and good family. They weren't always easy parents to please, but we know that was because they always wanted the best for us. And so, in gratitude for 49 years of parenting, Jeff and I would like to say thank you. And we just wanted to say that in lieu of grandkids, we promised we're never going to grow up. So I'm never leaving university. And Jeff says that he'll always remain true to the Time Lords of Gallifrey. So here's to Jeff. And to Mick and Sheila.
Come see you soon, Jeff.
Who's that? Who's
Sorry you're not
that?
here, mate. Anyway, good luck to you.
Our friends. And so we had an extra week on the classes, which was great because we discovered whereas we'd have thought their friends, they are at
Good evening, everybody.
What are you going to do with all this?
I'm going to put it together for Jen.
That's lovely.
Just a short thing about my cousin Mickey. I'm Alan and Mickey. I've known Mickey most of my life. My family and I used to go up on the farm and muck about on the farm and play hide and seek with aunts and uncles. Used to have a fantastic time with his mum and dad. And the most vivid thing I remember about Mickey was mornings. And I would say, I'm glad this is an evening affair. Now on the farm, his father used to go through, well, I used to sleep with David, well, separate beds of course, and Mickey was at the end. And David used to get up very well, but
Come on, share it.
I learned a new vocabulary from what Mickey used to say to his father. Do you remember Mickey?
I do.
It was great fun.
You're not going to share it, though, are you?
Huh?
I wouldn't like to repeat it here.
No, probably not. You and yes. But then I used to get up with Mickey and we used to go out mucking out and milking the calves and this and that, you know, and feeding the animals. out shooting, in the fields, try ride the cows with the dog barley. And one day, Mickey had a friend called Leslie, and he had a three-wheeler bomb in it. Bond, yes. They stuck me in it. I remember I was only a young lad, I didn't know anything about it. They stuck me in it and they pushed me around the farmyard. The bloody thing started. And I just didn't know what to do. And I remember Mickey running after me, jumping and stopping the damn thing. So, we went out one night with Mickey's pub, and then things changed, of course. Then Sheila came on. That's another story. I must say, all my children love Mick and Sheila very, very much. And we've had some bloody good times there. We've had some good games, a bit like these. And of course, we used to play Murder in the Dark. My wife and I, Rona, we were there about 3 weeks ago, and I still hit my head on the lampshade up the top. And if it wasn't that, it was me cuddling the skeleton. But we've had some lovely times, and I think they've done really, really well. I'm just so pleased with them. I love him to bits. Well done, Mick and Sheila. It's great.
When I was on my way down to the
So they can then teach me. So I've opted to wait until I can get that so that
You'll find it really useful.
yes, but I think it was
And the children mainly in Namibia. I don't know whether all of you know, but our daughter said to us, we're thinking of going on a safari, Mum, to Namibia. Do you think you and Dad would like to come? And it took us all of a few moments to decide that we would love to go. And really, we went along for the ride, and it was just fantastic. Of course, it's a very newly independent country, still very poor, and we had the fortune we took, because we've read that the sort of thing to take to them is not to go to a sort of, what I call a grottle shop, which is like, say, Lyme Regis buying things in a shop that's been made specially to sell to tourists, but to either get something from a native or to take something with you to give to them. And the things they need mostly is the things in the schools, because they've not long started to give education, starting at 5, 6. And so we took along just a few coloured pencils and pads, and when we got to one of the stops, we asked the people at the lodge if they could see that they got to a local school. And the chap said, I can do better than that. When you go out tomorrow with me to go to a native village, we can stop off in my village or the local village, and you can give them yourself. And that's how it started. And I suppose it's a connection, isn't it? If it's just Africa, you just think about, oh, well, it's going to go to the government and they'll, you know, disappear. But because we met this lady and a few of her children, we decided to collect a few more things together and put them in a parcel, and that's how it started. And she now emails me occasionally, and when the first parcel arrived, this photo on the front was taken by the lodge people, who very